I am so thrilled today. For those of you listening and watching this, I have this a wonderful family who are going to share their journey from where they began and basically where and the results. And Shayari, okay, who's a senior, will share ultimately her results. But let's just dive in. Okay, first of all, it's so awesome to see both of you, Cam and Shayari.
Hello.
Hi, thank
Hi,
you.
hello. So, what I would like to do, first of all, Cam, is just we met, I think, back a year and a half ago. I believe Shayari was a sophomore, correct?
Yeah, sophomore.
Great.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as a mother, as a parent, please take us back to some of your feelings, the challenges, or maybe even concerns you were experiencing, before we met. Yeah.
Yeah, thing is, since she's the first one who is going to college in my family. So, and as you already know, I have one special need child also. So my expectation, always, uh, it's not that pressure I put her, but it's as a mom perspective, I always want her to do like go to college, have a higher education. This is one of the my like biggest goal that I want her to put in the good college. I
Yeah.
don't know why, out of nowhere, I always wonder. It's like since the elementary high school year, I always in every school meeting, I always used to tell the teacher that I want her to go to a good college. I don't want to end up. I don't know. It's like I'm not biased, but it's not. I remember one time it's like sixth grade or fourth grade. I'm not sure. I was telling the teacher that I don't want her to end up like community college and go to the transfer student. I want her to go to 4 year college.
Hmm.
So yeah, and I started doing my homework when she started going to this, the high school. I was shopping around, put her like any good college preparation, everything, and then we found you.
Well,
And
perfect. Actually, thank you. Before you share a little bit about that, thank you so much. This really sets a little bit the backdrop, the context. Um, One of the things I remember, Cam, during our conversation is you had shared that you and your husband hadn't gone to college in the United States, and
no,
you were unfamiliar with the
Mhm.
American college planning and the admission
That's right. Yeah.
process. Remember? Please
hmm
share a little bit about some of the concerns you had about being unfamiliar with the
Yeah,
admission
like as
process.
immigrant parents, she is the first generation going to college. I don't know. Trust me, I don't know anything. Like how we gonna start, how we like will we able to put her in her dream college or not. So yeah, and a lot of things like college preparation, financial stuff. So and since we never been to the college, so we said, okay, how about we don't know anything, let's invest some money, put some money, hire someone who knows everything, who will help us. So yeah, before you, I did shop around, and then we had a meeting. Back in I like 2022, I guess.
Yeah, this is in a sophomore year, correct?
Yeah, sophomore year. So yeah, so that time my biggest con is that I don't know anything, but you are the professional. You know everything. My daughter is in your hand. You know what to do. And today I would say, yeah, you did an awesome job
Thank you.
from bottom of my heart. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cam. And obviously, we will touch, at the
yeah.
tail end about, your daughter's Shiari's admission results, which are just wonderful. So, Shiari, okay, there are going to be a number of students who will watch this, and they're like you. They're, in other words, they're very ambitious. They're hardworking. However, they have, please share, before we met, what were some of the concerns you had, maybe even anxieties you had about the admission process, especially when it came to the more selective colleges?
With the more selective colleges, obviously, I didn't do that well on my SAT, so I knew I had to like keep that part out. And I could like my main focus was the UCs, and I really just wanted to stay in California, so that was the only part. Like I didn't go for anything out of state or private, but the essays were what really scared me, and I just didn't want to like, like mess it up or like it's just like it has to be the perfect essay, and that really scared me when it came to like colleges like UC Berkeley or UCLA.
Got it. So two things I'm hearing. You were concerned about the test scores, and you were, as you said, scared about the college essays because you obviously understood the importance of the essays when it came to the UC applications, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, very good. So, thank you. And by the way, a lot of students have those same concerns. As you're aware, for those who are listening, if you're planning to apply to the UC schools, having a high or low test score and SAT or ACT will be irrelevant because the UCs are basically test blind. You know what I'm saying? So in the case, I love it. Okay, Shayari, you are very, very clear at the very beginning that you just wanted to exclusively focus on the UC schools. Awesome. So Cam, another question I had, for you is, could you share what are some of the very specific? Tell us, describe a little bit. Okay, how did you come to find us? Okay, how do you find us? How did you find us?
Actually, thing is, I remember those days that, yeah, because my plan was, as I told you, put her in a good college, and I did some homework. I remember back in when the pandemic started, I used to be like home all the time with them. The watch the YouTube video, like how to, you search it online, Google it.
Yeah,
And then I found out some like student, they were saying about something. I didn't know anything that there's some, people they want help, professionally. So I found, I remember I took a note and then search it, and then I found you.
fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so if I recall correctly, Shayari, okay, I think you actually participated in one of our master classes. It was just you, or were you with your mom? Do you remember?
I don't recall any like master's classes,
A
no.
webinar.
Oh,
Webinar.
probably, yeah.
Okay. Was it you? So I'm assuming, Cam, was it you that had participated in one of our past webinars?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Excellent. So tell me, okay, Cam or Shiari, if you had attended that webinar, we call it the master classes. What was it about the content and the information that was shared during that webinar or master class that really inspired you, Cam, to look a little bit deeper and work with?
Noise. Uh, yeah, deeper meaning is, yeah. I remember I took one webinar, and then that time I took it hard way. Then yeah, I have to put her in some selective college, and then your speech inspire me more.
Hmm.
Okay, there's someone they help me, my daughter. That yeah, so yeah, this is the thing I would say now.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So you obviously you attended, so that's wonderful. So Shayara, okay, what we'd like to ask is as a result, okay, of starting our process of working together, and again, you were in part of our group coaching program. Tell me a little bit about some of the highlights, okay, of what you experienced, the skills you learned, okay, the mindset shifts, strategies, and so forth that you really feel helped you the most to achieve these wonderful results.
I feel like, like like when it came to essays, like rendering your writing, I feel like that was really good. Like in the beginning, I really struggled with the essays, but I remember, I think it was Common App and then UCs. Like I did my Common App essay and I did my UC essay. And by the time I got to my UC essays, I think the 4 prompts I was able to do them so easily, and it was done within like the month, I think.
That's awesome. Okay, that's awesome. Also, if you recall, there were two very specific standout strategies that we worked with you. One is to establish your student brand. You remember the hooks?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And then, okay, of course, your project. And so could you please speak, okay, to how you feel your student brand, the one that we helped you identify and then leverage throughout high school and then ultimately on your applications really helped your UC applications stand out?
Yeah, I think with the student branding, it really removes a bunch of the fluff, Like it removes a lot of unnecessary content. Like people don't want to know how you ate a donut and that inspired you to like work in engineering. And I just think that with the brand, it really shows your best attributes. And it was just a really good way of showing colleges up front within like less than, I think it's 400 words. I don't know the word count, but with so many limited words, it really shows your best attributes.
Got it. In other words, those that the qualities or the experiences that helped you stand out from others. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. By the way, as a parent, obviously, Shayari went through this process. Okay. Was there anything you found helpful as a parent through this process that helped you, Cam?
Process is, I would say process is not easy. Obviously, you've been there, it's hard. So, and also, thing is, yeah, I would say she also inspired me because when I saw her like working hard, doing homework, and then during the weekdays, she had a meeting with you, she had them extra credit, curriculum, everything. Yeah, that inspire me also, that yeah, I think as a mom perspective, yeah, I feel like you feel positivity that yeah, she can do it and I am behind her everything, so I can lift her up, whatever she needs, I'm there for her.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, clearly you were exceptionally very supportive, of Shayari's efforts. Another thing that you did a really wonderful job, Shayari, was really ensuring that you had as many, you loaded up on college level courses. You took
I did. Yeah.
IB
Yeah.
at your high school, but you also took, following your recommendations, a lot, okay, of courses at the junior college. How do you feel that also helped you in in terms of your ultimate admission results? And how were you able to handle, okay, the load? Do you feel it was manageable, time management wise?
Right. So my schedule would be that I would work on IB classes during the school year, and then during the summer, I would take my courses at my Chafee Community College. And I guess like taking 2 courses was really fun. And the thing is, you get to choose those courses. I wouldn't like my school is an art school, right? It's not really a STEM school, so I would take STEM courses at the community college, and I think it really just showed how much I like STEM and how much I want to work in the medical field. And it really showed me like, hey, like I went beyond what I was given and I wanted to deepen my knowledge
Yeah,
with it.
that's
And then as for maintaining my schedule, um, I really put everything into my junior year. I was full IB my junior year, but my senior year, I'm only partial IB. I am still taking a lot of IB courses. I kind of just dropped theory of knowledge. But with that, I feel like it just gets easier as you go and you find like small ways to manage your stress and eventually those build up.
got it. Okay. Um, I love, before we share your results, I love what you said a few minutes ago, whereby you were actually able to complete the application process way ahead of schedule. Um, how do you feel our system helped you kind of manage the overall scope of what is a huge project, the college application, the college planning, and the college application process. How do you feel? Okay, could you please speak to that, please?
Personally, I just want to say I think application season is like one of the worst seasons right now. Like, recently at school we were talking about like, oh, is decision season worse or is application season worse? And we all agreed that it was application season
Yeah.
because it's just like a lot, and I feel like most people do it within 2 months, and you're trying to like you're basically showing a portfolio of yourself to the most important thing in your life, which is your future. And I think working on it early really helped, and it just really like it took a lot of the stress off because it was just like, oh, like I already have like one half of the work done. I don't really have to work on anything else while everyone else is like scrambling.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad, by the way, okay, you'll be able to see the contrast because as opposed to a lot of your peers who are now seniors like yourself, who most of them probably started 2 months ago or three or whatever, okay, before the actual deadlines, you were already working with us on your applications, if you remember, in the spring of your junior year. Remember?
Yeah.
Exactly. Did you feel that helped you?
Oh, definitely. I feel like I do not want to be in their shoes, like working 2 months ahead of time. I remember like all my friends, they were like, okay, 2 hours every day. I'll like work on my applications. And I didn't really need to do that because the time was spaced out and I was working on it them ahead of time. And it also gave me like the times that they were working on their applications, I got to edit mine and make mine better.
I love that. I love that. Love it. So we're about to land the plane here. Please share what were your results, Shayari?
Okay, so I applied to Cal State and the UCs. So the Cal States were my safeties. I applied to Cal State Fullerton, Cal State San Bernardino, and Cal Poly Pomona. I got into all of them. I was really happy about them. They were my safeties. And same for the UCs. I got into all of the ones that I applied to. The ones I did not apply to was UC Merced and UC Davis, just because I didn't really see how it correlated with the future I wanted. So starting from the bottom up, UC Santa Cruz and UC Santa Barbara, I got into those. UC Riverside, I got into that one as well. UCR, sorry, not UCR, I already mentioned that. UC Irvine, UC San Diego, I got into those. And then finally the first tier, which is
First
UC
year.
Berkeley and UCLA, I got into both of them.
Yay!
So yeah.
That is so awesome. Congratulations. That is a feat. That is a huge feat to get into both UCLA and Berkeley on the STEM.
Yeah, and it was my first choice major for both of them. So I'm really happy about that.
Yes, congratulations. Okay, that is an extraordinary feat. You know what I'm saying? To get into their STEM programs at UC, at the STEM programs at the top tier, at all the top tier schools, starting with, of course, UC San Diego, then Berkeley, then the pinnacle. Okay, UCLA. Wow, wow, oh, so proud of you, of course. So proud of
Thank
you.
you.
So proud of you, Shayari. So, Cam, as a parent, would you recommend our services to other parents? And if so, why?
Of course, as a parents, we always want best to our child. So, and sometimes you will feel like you are not enough, you need professional. So that's why I was, that as I working on my goals to put her in a good college, I would say the first tier college.
Yeah.
So, so I was thinking that time, no, I'm not enough, like I can help with her in this situation. I need some professional. And that time I was looking for someone to help, and then we found you. So yeah, of course it was a great journey, I would say. And your support, your professionalism, I really really appreciate that.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. That means a lot. Thank you, Cam. Shayari, as a student, would you recommend our services to other parents and students? And if so, if yes, why?
I would personally, because of the time management. I know like I feel like a lot of students that you'll be taking on are also going to be really like academically charged. They're going to have a lot of classes, they're going to be doing a lot of things. And I feel like um, going into college prep really manages your time and it makes you worry less when it comes down the line.
Mm, I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Before we end, tell us a little bit about your personal transformation, where you started off personally and now in terms of some of the shift, in your mindset, your character, because obviously it's so important. Yes, we want to have the skills, but also the personal growth that comes as part of this process. If you could please just briefly speak to that, Shayari.
I will say the fear is still there because, as a sophomore, I was really worried about my future, and now as a senior, my future is like right there, and all I have to do is like take that step forward. And I'm just like really happy that a lot of the anxiety is gone and everything. Um, I remember my junior year, if anyone asked me about college, I would literally just tell them, like, no, like, I don't want to talk about it. And I just did not want to hear a single thing. My mom's nodding her head because I didn't want to talk about it. And I just, I'm really glad that I don't have that like worry anymore. And
Woo,
I feel like
relief.
yeah, um, yeah, I'm really happy about that. And I think I can actually like focus on like my classes. Well, I was focused on my classes beforehand, but I feel like I could be like, oh, like, yay, like there's a burden off my shoulders.
Beautiful, beautiful. Um, Cam, as a parent, any final thoughts?
Yeah, she just, I feel like that uh, there is one gate open for her.
Hmm.
So she needs to walk in alone over there. She's not gonna be here like at home. So we are all supporting him. So he's gonna be all by herself. So I hope she this journey will be easy for her. So this is my final thought. Yeah.
Yeah. I have absolutely no doubt, no doubt that as she takes that next step, to
Yeah.
to pursue her collegiate destiny at one of the best schools in the country, Sherry, I have no doubt you're going to do phenomenally well, phenomenally,
Great, thank
Thank
you.
you.
no doubt whatsoever. It's just been such a pleasure, just so you know, Shayari, having worked with you and being your coach these last a year, almost 2 years and so forth. And again, I'm so, so proud of you, so proud of you, and so happy for your family, Cam,
I know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're so very welcome. With that being said, folks, that's it for now, and God bless.